Good morning, traders, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setup for today. So the daily has given us a bit of a inverted hammer here, or hanging man, which is the second one that we've had. We had one here, but that was Monday, public holiday. So I'm not going to read too much into this just yet. I do believe that this area here is the area of value for the bulls, which is 29,084. Could offer a little bit more value further down, pretty much at 28,900. Okay, the stochastics are still very much overbought. They have made a crossover and twisting to the downside. So I think the earnings is going to drive us at the moment, and we do have quite a number of earnings starting to come out today. I think we've got some pretty big ones coming out today. I do believe Intel comes out today as well. So there could be a catalyst in earnings, but we do have a bit of a fear on the flu, and the trade war is pretty much resolved at the moment, so that's not an issue. That's a non-event. So right now, I think there are a lot of people which are going to be pretty much like me, waiting for areas of support for an opportunity to get back in on the long side. Okay, yesterday it did look like we were forming a range, and pretty much that's the only trade that I got in yesterday, which was a good 2.5% return on capital. Took a stab at the potential double bottom here, and got a bit of a ride to the upside. So a fairly decent trade, but we have broken back below this fractal here, which in the normal circumstances would be concerning. I'd expect a bit of a trend change, but this being the Dow, what I'm looking at is kind of some structure for it to tag, and then looking for an opportunity to get long. Okay, so what you can do here is pretty much every fractal on the 3 hour is going to offer support. So you can see there's my fractal. It's inside bar, price has gone past it, so it's a breakthrough. We found support there. Okay, if we break below that, there's our next one there, and that's a double top one there. So, and that would line up with the bottom of this trend line. So that's going to offer a lot of value. So 29,075 is the area that I am watching with a very keen eye at the moment. Looking at the hour, you can see yesterday, you can see we had this bounce off the bottom here, but all it really did was bounce up, test the moving averages, and then continue to the downside. So there was a little bit of a trade there, but we didn't break through. It continued to the downside. So nothing really to read into this just yet. We do have some support of the 200 EMA on the hour as well, and I'd like to see a double bottom at the moment. So in other words, I'd like to see this just roll over a bit again, come and find some supports, can create a lower low as far as I'm concerned, but we are going to be looking for longs somewhere in this area. If we come across to the 12 minutes here, you can see the entry was here for your long up to the 200. Seller stepped in. You could have taken a short there as well, because that was a retest on the hour. But at this stage, we have broken through the moving averages, and we're now hovering in and outside the moving averages. So again, it's fractals. Fractals are important to us. Those are the two fractals that we're looking at the moment. And I'm still not interested in shorting this market. So 29,170 to the downside, 29,200 to the upside. Okay, those are the levels that we want to pay attention to. But at the same time, this area down here of 29,140 will offer some value to me. So I want to be watching that area to see what happens. But a deeper pullback would be nicer. So 29,074 would be an ideal pullback for me to get in long. Okay, so let's just quickly have a look at the Ichimoku. Don't think it's going to give us much new information. Okay, 12 minutes. We have just got a bullish cross now, but everything else is bearish. Oscillators are down to the downside, indicating that we need to start looking for a level. I would agree with that. So the other thing that you can anticipate at the moment is there is a trend line which has broken, but I would do that. You can see how we're tagging it. So that is our current trend line. You're probably fine. No, it doesn't. I was thinking he might tie up with something to the left, but it doesn't. So that's the current trend line. So we could be hovering on this. So it's fractal to fractal, down, double bottom, and then an attempt to break. Looking at the half hour, everything is bearish. Okay, we do have deviations here though, which is a warning bell. And that's why, looking at it, I'm really not interested in shorting the market. If you look at the indicators now, Kijus and Dickinson flat, well below, prices well below them. So everything is bearish, but cloud is flat, Kijus and Dickinson flat. This is not a trending market to the downside. This is more of a pullback and looking for structure and looking for an area to find support. That's what this is. Okay. Big problem at the moment is the 4 hour. Now we have got a bearish cross here, and Chikuspan is pretty much not through price, but it's in price. So there is some merit to say we need to be careful and could be a trend change. But I'm going to want to see Kijus and Seekers on the 4 hour pointing straight down, and we're going to see a twist. We're going to see a lot on Ichimoku for me to even consider a trend change. Okay, if I won't be able to find a trend change on the Dow because this is just really pullbacks. Okay. Looking at the daily, you can see Kijus and Dickinson coming close together, which is what we want. Sort of prices taking a pause. V reversals are rare at the moment. This is a potential V reversal. So we've had a 3-bar pullback from a hammer. So this move to me is almost done, and that is definitely the area that I'm looking at. So 29,067, so 29,100, 29,060, 2900. That would offer a fairly decent trade for me. Okay, and the idea would be, that wasn't very clever, was it? So the idea would be, whatever we do, we wait for structure, so we wait for a breakout or we wait for a double bottom, and then we get in on that trade. Okay, so just do that, do it on the hour. So either off the 200 EMA or a little bit further down, but what we're looking for is some form of structure to indicate that we need to be long, and I do believe it's going to happen in this area somewhere. Okay, anyway guys, that's it for me today. Hope it helps, and I'll catch you later. Cheers for now.